Hey, so this is going to be a new little mini video series I want to do, talking about all the concerts I've been to, all the artists I've seen live, all the festivals I've gone to, just because I feel like I have a pretty heavy resume of people, of concert experiences that I've seen, so why not talk about it in a video? And the way I want to do it is I want to talk about different genres in different videos. So this video is going to be all the rap shows that I've been to. And I think rap shows, they get a really bad rep because people just assume it's going to be the rapper or the group and they're going to be rapping with the beat behind them on stage, and that's all it is. And even if that is the case, it can still be an incredible time because, I mean, it's really all about the energy that the rapper puts out there or what the rapper has to offer on the stage. It doesn't have to matter if it's just the rapper on stage rapping their own songs. I mean, the thing is though, is that's what you go to a show to see anyway. You go to a show to see the person perform their songs for the most part. So it's like, when you're in the presence of that person or that group or that rapper, it brings a whole different kind of energy than just listening in your headphones and walking down the street or at the gym or something. It's a whole different atmosphere, and people don't really understand that until they see a good rapper live who can create that energy that I'm trying to talk about. These are people who I've also seen at festivals as well, so it's not 100% people who I've just gone to their concert to. This is also people who I've came across at festivals and wanted to go see myself. So anyway, let's just get into it. I'm going to start off with a heavy one here, Nas. The first time I saw Nas was when this is weird, he and Damian Marley, well, they were doing their whole album thing, they were touring around, but they opened up for Kid Cudi, which I thought was kind of weird and odd and kind of out there, because it's like, you have a legendary rapper opening up for Kid Cudi, and Kid Cudi is a humongous rapper, but this was back in 2011, so I guess this was kind of in the height of his prime in a way. But it's just weird having such a legendary rapper like Nas and also Damian Marley opening up for Kid Cudi. And I cannot remember who else opened up for him. Nas and Damian Marley, they killed it. It was crazy though because they went on at about 9 o'clock and they played for like 2.5 hours. So Kid Cudi didn't come on till like almost 12. And we didn't even stay for Kid Cudi. It was just like Kid Cudi, all he does is like whines and moans when he talks about it in the songs, and it's like, but the thing is though, his concert looked like it was fucking sick, so I kind of do regret not staying for that. Nas and Damian Marley, they killed it. Nas played a lot of like old school tracks, but it was like they were kind of blended in with the whole their collab album. The second time I saw Nas, he actually performed all of Illmatic, which was fucking like, that was like some bucket list shit for me. He was going on tour because he was promoting his movie Times Illmatic that came out a couple years ago. And so they showed the movie first, and they had him perform the entire album afterwards, which was fucking crazy. I felt like some sort of cycle in my life had been completed at that point, and like, life just made sense seeing Nas perform Illmatic. It was just perfect. Nas is an excellent performer. Excellent. When he comes out on stage, it's like something in the room changes with it, you know what I mean? Next, I saw WuTang Clan. I saw them 3 times. The first time was at Rock the Bells in 2010, I believe, and they absolutely destroyed it. It was crazy. They were one of the headliners. They came on after A Tribe Called Quest though, which I'll get into later. The second time I saw them, it was at a small local venue, and they were like, I'm pretty sure they were all there. I think the only person who was missing was Ghostface, either Ghostface or RZA, but they killed it. Then the third time, it was actually really upsetting, but I don't think Method Man was there, Ghostface, or Raekwon. I don't think those 3 were there. I remember there were 3 people who were missing from it. WuTang Clan, they're legendary. You gotta see them at least once. And I hope that when you do see them, they are all there. I saw Atmosphere twice. The first time was at a local venue, and it's like a small local venue, and they destroyed it. It was really intimate. It was a really intimate concert. And the second time was at a festival where they also killed it. Now this show was crazy, alright? It was Big Krit, who, this was in 2011 or 12, And the thing is like, Big Krit's one of my favorite rappers, but the thing is no one knew any songs of his. Like, he was performing in upstate New York, and he's a southern rapper, and like a lot of people just didn't know who he was. And it was crazy that he was opening for Currensy, who came out next, and this is when Currensy had broken his leg. So Currensy did the entire concert sitting on a couch that he brought out. Actually, there were 2 couches on the stage, and it was just him and like all his friends who just were rapping and sitting on this couch. It was like the craziest thing. And he killed it though, he killed it. It was a fucking awesome time. And he was just sitting on the fucking couch the whole time, and it was crazy. Then, who came out next was Method Man, okay? And Method Man put on a crazy fucking show. I saw KRS-One at Rock the Bells, where I also saw WuTang. Next who we saw was Lauyrn Hill. This is also at Rock the Bells, and she really destroyed it. I think she brought out Jay-Z as well, which is fucking crazy. I think she brought out Mary J. Blige and Jay-Z, Alicia Keys maybe as well. She brought out like mad people. It was fucking crazy. And she was actually on time. So actually, no, I don't think she was on time. And then after Lauyrn Hill was A Tribe Called Quest, which was like the main reason why we went to Rock the Bells in the first place. It was an excellent show. And they also, I think they brought out Busta Rhymes. They brought out a few other people too, I can't really remember. It's crazy now that they're actually touring again. But, of course, without Phife Dawg, so that's kind of like... The thing is though, I've seen a couple of their live performances without Phife on this new tour, and they look like they bring that energy regardless. So, I mean, I would definitely recommend going seeing them if you're into Tribe like that. I saw K9, he opened up for Lupe Fiasco. K9, he killed it. That show right there put me on to his music in general. I saw Lupe 3 times. The first time I saw Lupe was at a festival where he killed it. The second time I saw Lupe was at a venue in Albany, and he absolutely destroyed it. And the third time was at this show where K9 opened up for him, and he destroyed it too. Like, Lupe is one of my favorite rappers in today's age who performs. Like, he's really one of the best out there. Now, this next one's kind of weird because it's Drake who was headlining this show, right? And there were a bunch of rappers who opened up for him, but they only played for like 15 minutes. So some of the rappers who opened up for him were Waka Flocka, 2 Chainz, and J. Cole. Like, those are such big names now in rap. Like J. Cole, like, he's like a fucking superstar now. Same with 2 Chainz. And they only played for like 15 minutes. Drake played for like 2 hours. Like, Drake, it was a good show, but it was also like kind of weird. It was a really good time though. I had a really good time. I saw A$AP Rocky at a local venue back in like 2012. It's crazy because he's now a humongous person playing at Madison Square Garden and stuff like that. And it's like, he played at such a small local venue, and it was really good though. I saw Action Bronson, but I only saw him for about like 20 minutes though because we were late to the show. But he opened up for Danny Brown, and Danny Brown absolutely destroyed it. I saw Danny Brown again at Fool's Gold Day Off, but I only saw him for like 20 minutes then. I saw him more recently touring around promoting Atrocity Exhibition, and it was a really good time. Danny Brown is one of the best performers in rap right now, straight up. Like, he's one of the best. He's top 5. I saw the Cool Kids at a festival, and it was crazy because they were performing right when we were entering the festival, and like walking into the festival with their music playing was just like so special. And the Cool Kids, like, they're one of my favorite names to say that I've seen, because they're such a rare name to say that you've seen now, because it's like they're actually starting to tour more because I think they're putting out a new album soon. I mean, they had such a hiatus this whole time, and it's like, where have they been? And I mean, they're such, like, Cool Kids are just so underrated. So it's like, I'm very proud to say that I've seen the Cool Kids. I saw Outkast at Governor's Ball in 2014, and that was another bucket list show and I don't even know, man. I saw Tyler, the Creator, twice. I saw him once at Irving Plaza, and I saw him at Governor's Ball as well. The Irving Plaza show was actually like an after party kind of show, and both the times he killed it, man. He's one of the best hip hop performers as well. I saw Earl twice as well, which is crazy because I believe it was at Governor's Ball in 2014. Alright, so there's one stage here, right, in the same field. Earl went on first, and he did his set, which he murdered. And then Tyler went on right after at this stage over here. When Earl got done over here, everyone just stampeded over to Tyler's stage. It was really crazy. And surprisingly though, Earl didn't even come out for Tyler's set though, I don't think. Then the second time I saw Earl was in Syracuse, New York at a smaller venue, and it was a great show. And then afterwards, I was walking around the building because I had parked on the opposite side of the building, and there was like the parking lot to the venue, and Earl was just standing in there. So I kind of looked over and I saw him, and I was just like, good show. And then he was like, thank you, and I just walked away. I saw Chainz the rapper at Governor's Ball, and this was in 2014, so this was when he started popping off. He killed it. Like, ever since this show, ever since this performance, I've been craving to see Chainz live again, because the thing is, he puts 100% into his shows. Please see Chainz live. Please go see Chainz live. Any chance that you get to see Chainz the rapper live, take that chance, if you will. It's worth it. It's worth it. I feel like Chainz is one of those rappers that will convert you into the hip-hop world. If you just see him live once, and you will be like, wow, I have a whole new perspective of life. I saw Childish Gambino at Governor's Ball. This was when he was doing the Because the Internet tour, but unfortunately he didn't have all those cool ass visuals that he was bringing on like the tour with him. This was just more of a festival. He kind of popped up, he did the rap songs and everything, but it was really fucking hype, man. Like, Gambino is also up there. I would also say he's top 5 best performances in hip hop right now. I saw Araabmuzik 3 times, and I don't really know if I should include him in the hip-hop genre of performing, but he does mostly play hip-hop songs, so it's a really good performance. If you have the chance to see him, I would definitely take that chance. I saw Flatbush Zombies once at a festival, and they are hype as fuck. They are probably one of the best hip-hop performances today, I would say. I would say they're up there. I would say they're top 10. I saw Kendrick at Hudson Project. He was a headliner, and I have to say though, he was absolutely killing it. He is definitely top 5 performances as well. But I have to say, I left a bit early. I probably watched him for about an hour, and then we left a bit early to catch someone else. And I do live with this regret every day, so please don't remind me about how bad I fucked up, because I have been craving to see Kendrick again as well, and I live with this regret, alright? So you don't have to remind me, and I hate having to remind myself. Speaking about this, I'm stumbling over my words right now. I saw Isaiah Rashad, and it was crazy because I was like right up front. I was rapping every word, and this was when Sylvia demo had dropped, and it was just the best. I saw French Montana, and I don't really remember any of that set because I'm just not really into French Montana like that. Here's another rare one for you though. I saw Bobby Shmurda right before he got arrested, I think, and it was hype. It was really fucking hype, actually. Also, Travis Scott came out for about 5 minutes, but then he was like a surprise guest. This was at Fool's Gold Day Off. He came out for like 5 minutes, and it was hype as fuck. Not anyone really knew who Travis Scott was though. Like a lot of people did, but like also a lot of people didn't. He started playing like Mamacita and everything, and then it got so hype, but the security was fucking around with him, so he started yelling at the security, and then he just threw the mic and walked away. And it was like seriously 5 minutes. We saw L.O.X. They were like one of the main headliners for the show, and they killed it. It was interesting seeing them. Saw Just Blaze, and it was crazy because like the thing is that when Just Blaze comes on, he plays like the best hip-hop songs ever, and he plays like his best beats ever. Like, you can't go wrong seeing Just Blaze because he will play the best songs in hip-hop. Like, he has had a part in so much great hip-hop music that it's like you can't really go wrong. I saw DJ Shadow and Chemist, and they did like a little ode to hip-hop. It was really crazy how they started in the 80s, and they had like a video, and they were just doing like a big like tribute kind of show, and it was a really good show. I saw Joey Badass, he was hype as fuck. Saw Riff Raff, which was really interesting. He was also hype as fuck. Logic, I saw, also hype as fuck. And this is all at the same festival as well. Vic Mensa, hype as fuck, and Mac Miller, all very, very hype as fuck. They were all really good. And the thing is, I wasn't even really, like, Logic, I'm a fan of Logic, but I'm not like super into him. Like all these rappers, I'm fans of them, but I'm not super into. Not including Joey Badass, because I really do love Joey Badass, but like Riff Raff, Logic, Vic Mensa, Mac Miller, I'm not super into them, but I do enjoy their music. After seeing them live, they really killed it. Like, they are really good performers. Seeing them live, like, really helped me enjoy their music more. Alright, I saw Young Thug at a festival that he did not belong at, which was Mysteryland, and Mysteryland is like an electronic music festival. The thing is, I'm a big fan of Young Thug. I really was so hyped to see Young Thug, right? He's on for like 30 minutes, and it's absolutely horrible. It breaks my heart. It breaks my heart because I don't think he fit in at that festival. He didn't fit there. I think the crowd was making it very known that he didn't fit there, and no one was really super into it. But the thing is, at the same time, like, he was sucking at performing, like, just straight up. Like, it was not a good performance. But I do want to see him again. Actually, no, I went to see him again. He came around here, he came local, and he didn't come. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning, and he still hadn't come out, so I left that. I just straight up left. I don't even know if he went on that night. I have no idea. But I hope that he can get his act together. Like, literally his act. I hope that he can get it together. I saw Jizza at like an after party for this festival, and he didn't come on until like 2:30. And like, I stayed because he was performing a lot of Liquid Swords. That was legendary to me, and that was some bucket list shit right there. I saw Ice Cube. He was headlining a festival, and he absolutely destroyed it. The best part of that was obviously, man, seeing Today Was a Good Day. That was some bucket list shit right there. It was just like the energy, and he closed out the festival by playing Today Was a Good Day. Everything was perfect in that moment right there. Everything was just, I had no problems. I had no worries. I had no issues with my life. It was just the perfect, best moment ever. And my last one to talk about, I saw Digable Planets this summer. They had a show. Actually, I also saw Camp Lo open up for them. Digable Planets, they are some bucket list shit for me, man. They're one of my favorite groups in hip-hop all time. And the show was pretty much just as perfect as I thought it would be. It was just such a smooth fucking show. Super jazzy, super just, the flow was perfect, the energy was excellent. And they had a whole band with them as well. And it was a really, really, really good show. If you get the chance to see them, please see them. So that concludes it. That's done. The rap section of this mini-series is done. If you have anyone that you would like to discuss with me, I'm more than open to be discussing any hip-hop shows. Go to a hip-hop show. I'm gonna try to do my top 5 hip-hop acts. I'm gonna try to do a video for that, because I think that the hip-hop genre, like, there is so much good to see out there in the hip-hop world, and a lot of it hasn't been discovered yet, and a lot of it is kind of slept on, because people think like, alright, I'm just gonna go see a rapper performing songs on stage. It's not like that though. It's a whole energy that is brought to you, and it's an experience. So if you like this video, just hit me up about the people who you've seen live as well, and we can discuss it in an open-minded conversation.